Hello everyone. In continuation with Loopback video series, today we'll try to connect a Loopback model to a MongoDB data source and we'll expose it via REST API. So let's get started. First, for a MongoDB data source, we need to ensure that MongoDB is installed and up and running. To do that, we'll migrate to the bin path of MongoDB and just do MongoD. This will make the MongoDB server up. So it's showing me like it's now waiting for connection on the default port, which is 27017. This time I'm using RoboMongo. It is easily available on their website. It's downloadable. Once you download and install it, just create a new connection here. I've already created one. The default address is localhost and port number 27017. You can see it's a very good interface UI to navigate through various collections that are there. So we can see there is no collection as of now which contains user data. Uh, so we'll try to create a collection here, put the data there and retrieve data from there. So let's go to the loopback console. So to connect to Mongo, there is a loopback connector that is easily available. It's a free npm module. All you need to do is npm install --save loopback connector mongodb. So this will install the loopback connector. For me, it's already installed, so this download will work very quickly, but for you, it might take time. Once it's installed, you can navigate to package.json and see an entry will be created for loopback connector MongoDB. Next, we need to create a data source that will actually connect to the MongoDB instance, the local instance that is up. So for that, we'll use lb data source command. It is asking for a data source name, so let's give it a name. I'll be creating an account model, so let's name the data source as account data source. Now it is asking which type of data source it is. This time we will be using Mongo data source, so select MongoDB. Now it will ask me for the connection details, so you can write the host name as localhost, port number as the default one, 27017, the one we wrote here while creating a connection, 27017. A user I have not configured any username or password. And you can see there are two databases here, the admin and the local one. So I'll use the local one. So on this data source have been created. We can confirm the data source entries are all fine by navigating to the data source JSON and see there's an account data source created with all the details that we have provided. So Loopback have added this entry for you. All you needed to do was enter the collect details in the Loopback CLI and it will create an entry in data sources JSON. Now our next task is simply create a model that will be attached to this account data source and we'll try to use that model to actually insert the data in MongoDB. Okay, so to create the model, again the same command, lb model command that we saw in the previous videos also. It's asking me a model name. I'll give it the model name as account. This time it's giving me an option to select the account data source that I created just now. So I'll select that one. It will be a persisted model, yes. We'll want to expose it. Yes, these are all the default values. It's asking me for some name, so I can give it an account number. Its type would be number, and yes, I require it. I'll leave blank. I'll add the account name property and make it a string and make it required as well. I I guess two properties are sufficient, or just see. Now again we will ensure that the JS file and JSON have been generated. Yeah, it's there. So account JSON is there. So you can see it's a persisted model, two properties, account number and account name have been there. The correct data types are there. This time we'll, instead of generating the ID manually, automatically we'll generate it manually and use account number as the ID, so that in the MongoDB the account number serves as the primary key. So all you need to do is add an entry here and make it true. This will instruct loopback like we have to use account number property as the ID. Okay, we'll save it. Also, will confirm from model config that account has been attached to account data source. Yeah. So everything looks fine. So we'll start the Mongo server loopback application. So it's saying it's up now. Browse to that localhost 3000/explorer. You can see the old employee model is also visible, which was in a memory, but we will use the new model that we created, the account model. Now you can see there is no collection here as of now, the account collection. So our ask is a new account collection should be created, and once we post an account should get added to that collection. So we'll do that. So we'll give an account number like 123 or and account name John Doe, and we'll see whether this gets stored in MongoDB or not. So we got a success response code. So let's see here. We'll refresh it. We can see an account collection got created, and we can see a JSON added here. So it has the ID 123 and an account name John Doe. So yes, we were able to add a account in MongoDB. We'll try to add one more account. We'll give an account number 999 and we'll get test user. And let's see if it gets created as well. Okay, so we'll just refresh it. And see, a new collection got created. So we were able to successfully add two account numbers. To ensure that the MongoDB data is easily getting retrieved, we'll do a get call as well and see if it is coming. Yeah, we were able to retrieve the two JSONs that are currently in MongoDB. We'll try to update one of this entry, like change from the one of the records. Let's change the second record. For that updating, we will use the put call. Let's change the account name from test user is to new test user and see if the changes go to Mongo. New test user, so we got a success. Now we'll verify from RoboMongo whether it got connected. You can see new test user got created. So that's it. We were able to actually put all the data that we were having for that model in successfully in RoboMongo. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching.